I forgot to unmute the mics. Ha ha!
No, I unmuted my own, sir. I wasn't waiting for you. I
just unmuted mine.
Welcome to our brand new version of Fanservice. We took a break for a while.
Intro.
Yeah, I made a new intro for us because I'm one of your hosts, Gavin, joined by Harley and Chris. I always wanted to be very in the moment with this show, and we couldn't really do it in the studio on live TV because we had to do so much pre-prep. And so we just started talking about topics. So we're gonna, we'll have topics here, we'll have guests here, but we really want to talk about what's going on in our lives and the world around us, the world of pop culture, because there's news that happens every day. We're living in this weird ass quarantine and an apocalypse that we were not expecting. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I was expecting more zombies or at least something.
I was expecting zombies or superpowers.
I asked for zombies 3 times. 3 times, and I still didn't get zombies.
We didn't even get killer cats. We didn't get killer dogs.
Like, I thought for sure when Jill's got that chemical burn, it was a zombie bite, and so I asked for zombies, and I didn't get any.
That was a horrible chemical burn, by the way.
Oh, yeah, it looks much better. It's all healed up. She looks all scarry now.
So, for those that don't know, Jill has an allergy to aloe, right?
Aloe vera, yes.
And she was forced to put some on her arm by some door clerk, and it looked like just her skin.
It wasn't a door clerk. It was a normal human being who, for the good of society, was making people, like, use hand sanitizer when this all started. And, like, Jill saw the bottle, saw it was green, realized very quickly that's aloe vera, and backed up, and the lady reached out and just grabbed her arm, and it got bad.
I assume there were words exchanged.
Oh yeah, she went to jail. And when you take your wife to a hospital, and every doctor in the facility comes to look at your arm because they have never seen anything like it before, you know there's a problem.
Yeah,
so I was expecting zombies.
I just have to note that there's a 1970s horror movie called Fangs where all the dogs. It's a horror. I mean, in the zoo. It's about dogs that go mad and kill all of humanity.
Well, while we've been in this quarantine, I've been watching some really dumb, bad movies.
You mean
I
like
did watch
you normally do?
The Pastor. I have Killer Sofa on my Amazon watch list.
I refuse.
Harley, you have no idea the epicness of Velocipaster.
I promised Jill I would watch it with her, but I have not done it.
You have to, just for the final scene. Just for the final fight, you have to, because it is the most ridiculous, low-budget thing you have ever seen. It is trying to be so epic. Like, I just can't. It is, oh my god.
Is it someone trying to be epic, and they're trying really, really hard? Hold on a second, sorry.
Yeah, it's, no, they know they're low budget. But they did what they could with what they had. And so when you're dealing with dinosaurs and you have no budget, they pretty much used an inflatable costume. I mean, that's the best way I could describe it.
Like, my thing is they had that dumb, like, zombies or whatever it was on Netflix. And I, ever since then, have refused to watch horrible, like, low-budget movies like that.
Well, I found one I want to try to force Phil to watch, and he goes, "What is it?" I said, "It's called Butt Boy." We have to rent it because it's it's just how it is. But it's about don't even laugh yet. It's about this hardcore detective who's in AA, and his sponsor is this nice guy, but the detective starts thinking the sponsor is responsible for this citywide kidnapping of children and people to shove up his butt to digest them.
And that's when they became boyfriends.
What bad Japanese horror are you watching?
It's not Japanese, dude. Like the trailer. Yeah, it's if you go to Amazon and look at Butt Boy, watch the trailer, make that look like it's a serious thriller.
I'm pulling up Amazon right now.
It's called.
I am on Amazon right now.
We have to watch this horrible movie.
The Loop, right? That's like critically acclaimed. It's getting this love and a lot of buzz, and it's free. But just reminding you, those are good things, sir.
Yeah, there's like I have Killer Sofa on my list. I have so many bad movies on my list to go through, but boy, I'm just intrigued. Like, is he really some sort of monster who shoved things up his butt to digest them? Like, I don't get it. Because I love body horror movies. Like, I loved Bite. That movie was fucking amazing, but it makes everyone around me uncomfortable.
I like Tokyo Gore Police, but the couch scene makes a lot of people uncomfortable.
I love her, but so
when she turns into a couch.
Yeah, I love that movie too. Like, I need to bring Graham over here and do a viewing party because I haven't watched it yet. But really quick, let's get caught up with everybody because it's been a while since we've been on TV and we're on quarantine now. So what have we been doing? I'll kick it off with
cosplay.
I've been working at home talking to Harley about 3D printers, and I found a really good place to buy cheap digital movies. So I put like $120 about 20 movies. It's called moviesometimes.com. They're all like $3 or $4 usually. I bought Cats for $5 and I watched it and I loved it.
It's a horrible movie, so it's not surprising it's $5.
It's not a horrible movie though. That's what I don't understand, people. You know when you're going to see Cats.
Okay. Did it have the butthole scene apparently?
No, but you know when you see Cats, you're watching a musical and there's gonna be lots of dancing. It's just an adaptation of the play. What do people expect? But it's
not decent costuming.
Yeah, decent costuming.
It's entirely enthralling. Like about 5 minutes into it, the weirdness just kind of set in over you, and you're like, "This is actually kind of fun," and it was just great.
See, I would take you serious on this, but you just talked about a movie about a guy on AA who thinks his AA sponsor is eating people through his ass, and a movie about a killer sofa. So you're telling me Cats is good? I don't know, sir. If you kind of understand and go relate.
Harley and I made a deal before all this happened that we were going to.
That I would watch the stupid Cats movie.
And we were supposed to watch a stupid movie at your house, but I forgot what it was.
I don't remember, but we agreed to watch stupid bad movie.
Yeah, Cats was going to be at my house. Something was going to be at your house. So you can't back out of it. I remember this shit. So you're
still the only memory
he has of you anymore is this bad bet.
This is horrible. Harley's gonna watch a horrible movie.
So I had got caught up with some movies. I had to watch like Bloodshot was actually really, really good, and I watched the Harley Quinn movie and I loved it.
Yeah, the only reason
it was amazing.
The Harley Quinn movie did not fail. Only Warner Brothers said it failed, but if you look at all its box intake and what its budget was versus its profit, it succeeded.
Well, I was also this close to renting the new Trolls movie because I liked the first one, but I was just going to wait.
I refused.
I love the first one. The more I watch it, the more I love it. It's such a artistically beautiful movie, the way they handle everything. And it's batshit crazy. I mean, hello, you eat a troll, it's like doing drugs.
There's not enough drugs or alcohol for me to try and watch the second Trolls movie.
You are lying. There is something we could put in you that'll make it happen. And then I go to your Animal Crossing island and sell pears that you won't let me now. I didn't know that was
mad
you.
I won't let him.
I've been
so mad I won't let him sell Animal Crossing.
I've been playing Persona 5 Royal and I'm like 50 hours in.
It weirds me out that it weirds me out. My controller meows at me.
Which controller?
Persona 5 Royal.
Oh, yeah.
My PS5 controller meows and purrs at me.
Yes.
That's not at all weird.
Well, we're also talking about a game where at one point you have to fight a guy who turns into a painting and then turns into a Sentai team of himself.
That's
so I have never played. I love Cath. It's made by the same people.
That explains everything.
Catherine is made by the same people that made Persona. Or you look at that way.
I love Catherine. I've always loved Catherine. When they put out the new Catherine, I of course went out and bought full-bodied Catherine, and replayed it again. And then, so when I ran out of video games while I was waiting for Final Fantasy, I decided to try Persona 5. And I have never had any experience with this. I know a bunch of cosplayers that do Persona. So it was like, I'm just going to look this up and just see what it is. I paid $100 for the stupid game.
Which version
and it's
did
not
you get?
I got the one that had all the DLC.
Oh.
Because who wants to go back and buy DLC later?
Well, no, I was gonna say was oh, okay. So you bought all the costumes.
I bought all the costumes.
Yeah. Okay.
Which is how I found out that Catherine was made by the same company.
Yeah.
So it sounds like Harley's been playing games and cosplaying. Well, building cosplay.
Yeah, building cosplay, building 3D printers, putting together laser etchers.
I thought it was funny when I called you the other day talking about the 3D printer I wanted to get. You're like, I hate it. I freaking hate mine. You were like, so
I do. It's why I'm buying a resin one now.
Oh, I'm so jealous. I think I'm just going to stick with this regular one I want to order.
So, unfortunately,
and now, Pocky, what have you been doing?
Working, because my job is considered much like yours essential, except mine doesn't.
I work in radio.
You work in radio, and I work at a car parts place.
I don't see. Well, I can see how car parts can be essential, but you shouldn't be open. You should just have do the GameStop thing, put a bag in your hand, and just put it out the little crack in the door.
No, because we sell rotors and stuff, and so people also don't like doing online stuff because a bunch of our people are hillbillies. Our people that shop for us are your listeners, sir.
And they gotta come in and go, you got them on a rotator? Oh, yep. No, sir, that's
the people awful. The people that listen to your radio station are my customers.
Yeah, we're not going to get that far into this.
No.
Yeah.
But what I'm so I already have people that Google car parts and they find cheap car parts and they want to know why they don't work. So Google is my enemy. Other than that, a little bit what little time I have, because basically we've cut staff, so I'm working all the time. So I'm having a fun part of this quarantine where people are like, I have nothing to do, and I'm like, I have always work.
I could run my entire radio station from my laptop. I can log into everything, including the board. I can do everything at my job from my house. But sometimes it's just easier to go up there and deal with people. So that's how I look at it. So let's get into.
I never have anything to do.
You have a small child. That's a lie.
I've seen your crafting room and your backlog list of things. Come on now.
I just lock him in a room and give him a tablet. He's a happy boy.
Yeah, before he says, I want my phone. He doesn't have a phone, apparently.
No, he has a tablet. He has a Kindle.
That's good fun.
It's dead.
Speaking of the quarantine, we're going to we have a list of things we want to talk about today. We're going to go ahead and start with Harley's because she first brought up the quarantine. And tell me about your thoughts on this quarantine, Harley, because I want to know why you're so sad that there's shortage of thirst videos.
So with the resurgence of TikTok.
I love how she's like,
no, just thirst videos.
It's like, thirst videos.
I'm shopping on Amazon. Are
you buying Bud Boy?
No, I'm not. I'm looking at resin from the resin printer. With the... I don't want a webcam. I want resin printer. So with the quarantine, everybody has been really big into TikTok. I'm not going to say I liked TikTok before it was cool because I didn't play with Vine, which is what TikTok really is. But everybody I know is doing TikTok. And one of the popular things I see are these very good-looking men doing OC demon characters, doing the full makeup for hours to do a 30-second video that is just look at my body.
I need links to see what this is like. I have to approve. And
Pocky's like, I need to put my seal approval on this. Let's do this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I will post a link to two of the guys I watch in the chat later, but they are both their neighbors, and so one has what he affectionately calls dad bod, but he is a professional bodybuilder, so dad bod my ass, and he does a serial killer character, and then his skinnier friend does vampires and also does a demon werewolf character, and it's just hot damn.
Wait, are they your neighbors or are they just neighbors?
No, they're neighbors in real life, so they're best friends, and they do these TikTok videos together.
I can see you and Jill peeking through blinds.
Oh yeah, no, dude. I would if Primal and Mike lived down the street. Oh no, it'd be game over.
Or game on, depending on how you want to look at
it. I'd be that creepy chick that just like stalked everybody. I'm like, oh, you're hot. Let me watch you work out through your windows.
No, you just offer to do their makeup. Here, let me help you with makeup.
Dude, no, like I am absolutely fascinated by the cosplayers on TikTok that have these OC characters, because they'll spend 8 or 9 hours doing makeup for a character, and for me, they can do this so meticulously over and over and over again, and I'm like, I can't even get the line that I do across my nose for my character straight. But I've started using like a piece of tape, but I mean, it's mind-blowing to watch them do the same makeup over and over again.
So OC is original creation, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I love the fact that that's what they're doing. I miss the days when people made their own stuff for their own.
Like, I highly recommend it. Yeah, no, like, I highly recommend it. Go on TikTok. There's OC.
So do we just type in thirst videos? Like...
No, I'll send you some pictures.
Something else, sir. That goes into German.
Yeah, that might get you something else. But I mean, it's really easy to do, and they're fun. Are you going on TikTok?
Who do you want me to try to pull up?
Pull up. Hang on, let me pull up my TikTok.
Well, I'm on the web, so I have to.
So I'm gonna say
Metro Mike at Metro.
Word?
Yeah, no, it's at Metro _ Mike.
I was gonna say, was people have always done OC characters. The problem is with the huge influx of fanfics and bad OC characters and whatnot. It's like anything; it just gets buried under the sheer garbage that exists. Like, there's good OC characters.
So the fun thing
is when you're. One.
Yeah, he's pretty cute.
Let me see if I can find it right. Okay, here we go. So this is the one that I found.
What are your qualifications? Well, at the Juilliard. I'm a graduate of Harvard Business School. I traveled.
That's some amazing makeup.
To the Black Plague.
Right?
I'm during that. I've seen The Exorcist 167 times, and it keeps getting funnier every single. What are your qualifications?
Let's see what else he has. Oh, here's a thirst video for you.
Oh yeah, his face is just pure thirst video.
So bad, and baby,
hey, Gavin, can you post the link to our live chat so people can?
I will.
Baby, I want you so bad.
Hang on, I'm looking for his other one that he does. That's
Harley,
something.
You paused in the worst place, sweetheart. Your mouth is like.
Oh yeah, no, I can't even see you guys in the video anymore.
Well, sometimes that happens when you're on the phone. I think that's what you're using, right?
Yeah. Yeah, because my
oh my god, that is a hilarious face.
I like his face. He's pretty.
No, so yours. Yours is like this.
I put Retro Mike in the chat for people to see. So
Yeah.
Poor Harley. She has a lack of thirst videos.
I have a serious lack of thirst videos.
I also like the TikTok trend where people get the brush and the camera, and then they do this, and they turn into somebody else.
Oh, the makeup thing.
Yes.
I love those. They're some of my favorite things to watch.
Particularly with the trans community and the cosplay community, when you see the person and they put on like whatever cosplay they're doing, and it's all like, whoa.
So besides lack of thirst videos, I thought it was really funny because I didn't really think about it till today. My cousin called me, told me she wanted to buy an Xbox. She had to buy it online. I was like, okay, that's fine. But then Harley tells me something completely different. What is it, Harley? I guess she's frozen on her phone.
I mean, it's not really a lack of thirst video. No, you guys are frozen. I can hear you.
Okay, so
we're not frozen.
So we're talking about how my cousin had to buy an Xbox online today, and there's a reason why. And Harley told me today.
Is this the same reason the switches are running short?
Okay, since Harley's figured this out. So she had told me she was in the store today.
Yes, because everybody... yes, I was in the store today, and I literally watched a family of 16 people walk in. Stimulus checks are definitely coming in. And I watched this family walk in, and 16 people, and every person bought a PlayStation.
Yep.
That's just...
The 4-year-old does not need a PS4.
And the switches were already in short supply ahead of time.
Yeah, switches were already short, but I mean, it was the same reason. People are getting switches to entertain their children. in themselves with Animal Crossing and everything, which I still quite haven't gotten the big hype over Animal Crossing.
Okay, with the island that you have,
it,
don't sit there and tell me you don't get the hype. You've got 3 Godzillas on your island.
I just have fun with it. I still don't understand it, but, you know, I'm still doing my dailies. I'm still doing everything I'm supposed to be doing on my island.
So I find it funny that people are going out like it's a tax return and just spending it. So obviously they don't need the money, but there's people out there who really need the money.
They don't. They're just buying stupid stuff.
They're talking about wanting to do another round of this, and is this going to affect the other round for people who really need this? Because I know there's a bill right now to do $2,000 a month for at least 6 months.
Yeah, they're talking about $2,000 a month for 6 months, and I'm just like, this is crazy watching all these people just go out and spend this like it's no big deal.
Yeah, it's just pretty sad
because it's supposed to help people
who don't have their jobs.
Pay their bills and stuff.
No, we're gonna go buy a game system, y'all.
We're gonna buy like 16 game systems. Everybody gets a PS4.
Now, I was a little guilty. I bought some Philips Hue light bulbs for my system, and I bought a Disney Princess dish set that I really wanted. That's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. It's the one that Think Geek had that you can't find anywhere, but they had it on Amazon for $120. I was like, I'm gonna buy it. I've been watching it for a year and a half now. I'm gonna buy it. So, yeah. So, Pocky, what about you?
So Courtney doesn't have a computer. It died. Like the motherboard popped. It just won't work. We've tried everything. Tried a new.
So how's she playing World of Warcraft?
She's on my computer. We have one computer. So all the fact that I don't stream hardly anymore is because of that. Like we have one computer and we're flipping back and forth doing business. We're trying to.
I get to see how she comes in. She's like, "Move! It's raid time." You're like, "Oh, gotta go."
You're not wrong. He made the joke. It's like, move. It's raid time. I'm like, yep. She's
over there going, you got a half hour left.
That has been Jill non-stop.
You have a new one on the way.
So like, I bought 6 months of WoW, and sadly found out I can't even play WoW on my computer.
We're talking about the spinach set. Sorry.
Well,
so it was very sad.
I have a Shadow computer, so it's all on the cloud. I can play whatever I want. I can put WoW in there and play it. I freaking love Shadow.tech. If you guys have a chance, go look at it. It's fucking amazing.
I also am getting a new webcam. I'm trying to get things to make certain business aspects. I'm trying to do like get streaming more where I can be a better streamer. We're actually started a t-shirt company called Positively Queer. We're trying to make positive queer GLBT themed clothes. I'm tired of cynical shirts. Tired of cynical, angry gay shirts.
I know, right?
So like we have one that says no regrets, and it's either you have the choice of the gay pride flag or the trans flag or the lesbian flag as the colors.
So looks like we've been doing fun with that. I have enjoyed the fact that, like, Pocky had brought up that people are releasing things for free. What is that, Pocky?
So a lot of companies are aware that you have a lot of time. And I'm not going to say that they're doing it because they want to increase their customer base, whatnot. But the fact that like Dungeons and Dragons has got like a whole bunch of free supplements and adventures they can run, they have it based down to how many players. So if it's just you and your wife, or you and maybe some kids, or maybe you're doing it on Discord, there are a whole bunch of free apps now that allow people to be more connected. Whatnot. Studio Ghibli. I have this background, but they gave away a bunch of free backgrounds for people to use. I
like that one.
So, as an example, I want to change my green screen real fast.
For the Zoom, and Star Wars did the same thing, and they did some amazing backgrounds that you could do meetings on. Like, I love them. I want to download all of them.
So, example here's Howl's Moving Castle's background, and so I can have the hat shop.
And that hat's almost on your head. It's so dainty.
Yeah. But also at the same time, like Hasbro has released all of the 1980s G.I. Joe on YouTube. A whole bunch of movies. MST3K released a bunch of their catalog. Finally, like all full movies, just not clips, but all movies on YouTube. So a lot of things. Amazon put in Tales from the Loop for free.
Yeah.
It's
starting this weekend. Amazon's doing the South by Southwest for free.
Yeah.
So there's a whole bunch of their movies. Not anything that we had already seen or that we really were up to seeing. But they have a whole bunch of stuff coming out. So you're right. It's great that they're releasing all these free things. I like that Andrew Lloyd Webber's doing the Friday musicals. I watched Phantom of the Opera last week.
I do love that I could watch Fanta. I did too.
Yeah, I watched that last week.
I have a problem.
I like the fact that a lot of musicians, like Willie Nelson, a whole bunch of them are doing free concerts from their house.
Yeah,
and that's really.
I
cool
watched
too.
the Backstreet Boys.
Oh, I missed that one.
House.
I like the fact that a bunch of them have kids, and the kids are in the video.
I watched them in the living room.
I love it. What I love.
I think it's so funny, and they're just like throwing their kids around.
What I love about the things being released is the recipes, because Disney World's released a bunch of the recipes. I can make Dole Whip at home now, y'all. I'm so excited. Like, yes.
I made the gray stuff.
How was it?
The gray. Oh my god!
It's the gray stuff.
And then IKEA released their meatballs recipe, and I pretty much had most of it figured out. And the gravy.
Yes.
Phil found who makes the cookie fries? Is it Disney?
Yeah, Disney.
Somebody. Yeah, he found the cookie fry one he wants to try. I was like, that just sounds like too much of a good thing,
Oh my god, delicious.
They also, let's see, what is it, like a bunch of companies. I think Chili's released how to make one of their dishes.
Which is weird because Chili's is still open.
Yeah, I want to know the Dr. Pepper sauce at Pluckers, because that stuff is amazing.
I have a knockoff.
You got to share because I love that stuff.
It's probably just Dr. Pepper condensed with some,
There's always that one thing though. That one thing, like I bought the chicken sauce from Walmart. That's basically Chick-fil-A sauce. Now Chick-fil-A is going to sell the sauce. I bought some other sauces that are from like Raising Cane's stuff because I love fried chicken. I freaking love fried chicken strips and nuggets. Like I could live on that shit all day. But yeah, there's always that one thing off. So you're looking at like, oh, that's what it was.
My one thing is off is I can never. So I have a knockoff recipe for Olive Garden's chicken gnocchi, and there's always just one thing off, and I can never get it just right. But Jill will eat the shit out of it.
That's just lots of fun.
I've also been watching Binging with Babish and the Alton Brown videos. So
yeah, it's been a lot of fun to see how nice the community can be. And I'm hoping it stays that way. I know there won't be a crap ton of free things anymore, but still, it'd be nice to see how we can all be together. Like I really like that aspect of it.
I'm just waiting for Disney to hurry up and open back up again.
They're thinking it won't be till January.
Dude, I'm still okay with that. I have no problem still going in the middle of the week.
Yeah, I really want to plan to go.
Will that ruin your anniversary? Because you guys were planning Halloween anniversary. Were you at Disney?
No, we were going to do Halloween at Universal. We already had to cancel our mid-fair trip because we were going to go Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday last month. And
because everything...
Friday.
Man, they
shutting down.
They even did virtual things for Sherwood, didn't they?
Yep, we did a full 4 different YouTube videos where we streamed all of our shows virtually via Fair, and then this week we're having a special bloopers reel video of all of our streaming stuff.
I was going to ask, can we have the recipe for the ogre toes?
Dude, if you can magically find the recipe for ogre toes.
What are ogre toes?
Oh, Jesus, Gavin. Okay, you're going to have to come to Sherwood, and we're going to have to take you.
away from him now.
Are they like little
I'm going to have to take you. No, honey. We're going to take you to go get ogre toes next year.
Well, yeah. Like, we were all going to go this year. I was going to go with Jessica. We had
you
a whole
come
day
find
planned.
me. Yeah, you come find me, and I'm going to take you to Brouhaha's, and we're going to get you a damn ogre toe.
Okay, so, talking about Dungeons & Dragons really quick, though, Pocky, I want to play off that one. Did you see this week that they were playing with a new class? They decided not to go forward with it. And I don't quite understand why. Did you see that? It was called the Mystic class. There's Psionic. I have a screen.
Oh, you said the word psionics. There's the answer.
Yeah, I don't understand. Like, do they add a lot of new things to D&D a lot? Like, yes. This would have been lots of fun.
So I have the Disney princess. So
the answer is yes. They always add a lot of things to D&D. Always. For every so as an example, hold on a second. There it is. So example, Curse of Strahd here actually has, yes, I have all the D&D books sitting right next to me because I'm doing some homework. So
your homework is D&D?
Yeah, I'm doing.
What school do you go to?
Well, I'm doing for the Lady Geeks of Austin. I'm teaching how to do role playing.
That's what you need to lead with. Then I'm going to teach you to play role play. So I've been doing my homework. I got homework in Dungeons and Dragons, yo.
So here's Curse's Shroud, and they have like a new race, and they have new classes, and they have new editions of spells and everything.
Well,
so there's
why do you think they didn't go with the psionics class?
Because they learned their lesson from 3rd edition.
Which was?
Psionics is broken. Unless you immediately introduce psionics to the beginning of the game, unless something has psionic resistance, it's weak to it. So they're overpowered. You can have a level 5 psionic They OP. You can have a level 5 psionic user kill a gold dragon.
Why do they play test it more then?
Because
they dumb.
Well, no, it's not that they're dumb. It's the core work, and they just keep adding on more stuff. The problem is psionics has always been broken. Psionics was in 2.0. It was in 3. I don't know about 4 because I didn't know
4. They were back then. Because when I think Dungeons & Dragons, I don't think that class. I think of what I could play in like Hero Quest or these other fantasy games. I don't think psionics. I was like, that's actually kind of cool. So I'm like so behind the curve. Like what?
So 3rd edition example had a class called the Chain Wielders, and they wore literally chain masters. They used chains. They could wear it as chains, and they had like armor, and then they could undo their armor and use it as a weapon, and it was a really neat class. They had samurais, they've had ninjas, they've had everything.
That's good to know. So I guess that's why it would go away. I did finally order all the stuff for the Alien RPG.
Yeah,
so that's
Alien
all coming
RPG
my way.
Is done by the same people who actually did Tales from the Loop, and
I like someone online asked me what the game system was. I said, I have no idea. It's on their website. I just sent a website. It's based off some game system, but it seems to be pretty simple, and I can handle that. So I went ahead and ordered that. I was like, yes. I don't have any RPGs in my house. Like they're all board games.
Courtney and I just invested into her 1-year anniversary of her cancer diagnosis, our 6-year wedding anniversary, and my birthday gift. We dropped for the highest end edition of the newest version of Deadlands for Savage Worlds.
I can see that.
We dropped about $250.
I spent about $80 on all the Alien stuff for Miniatures Market.
I just download books online.
Well, I thought about doing the PDF through Drive-Thru RPG, but there's like dice and a map and all sorts of things for this one. I was like, you know what? I like to have the physical book. I'm okay with just the downloads if it's just something I'm not going to really invest too much into, but I just really wanted this one. I've been looking at it since it came out last year. I was like, I think it's just time to go ahead and do it.
Yeah, here's
I just get a bunch of like White Wolf games out of the closet.
That's what that's what it is. So yeah.
So
I'll put that in public.
I'm putting in our chat right now. I just backed a game today on Kickstarter called Canvas that uses clear cards, and you make a multi-level picture, and some of them are like UFOs and shit in them, and you got to like match the thing. It looks really cool, so I went ahead and backed that. It's like Gloom.
No, what was that one game? I think Carly might know about it. It's where you Gloom.
I just said Gloom. I have Gloom.
Yeah, I thought you said Clue. Sorry.
Yeah, it's those transfer cards, except this one you're laying your layers in a certain way to make a picture. So that's why it's called Canvas, and the whole box hangs on the wall like a canvas.
Nice. I have to look that one up.
Yeah, I backed it today on Kickstarter. Let me go find it real quick. But yeah, so I thought that was interesting. Let's talk about anime because you brought up anime today, and
I like how both of you had a reaction that I was like, okay, that was not what I was expecting.
Okay, you get to make your argument right now. Okay, so make your argument for
right now. Right now for like the last about 10 years, we've had a really, really good year of anime, decade of anime. Like it's been some of our best stuff since the early 2090s stuff, since Gundam Wing and all that other stuff. Basically, it's like we had a really bad time, some really bad anime, but like so far it's been really good. We had some good starts and good sequels going on. So yeah, it's been really solid. I mean, every year there's at least 4 or 5 good shows. They may not be your shows, but they're good.
I grew up when animes were first hitting the States really big, and they were all different and they were all fun. And then, like you said, the fanboys took over and turned it into Perville.
Well, no, most of the animes were the same. They were shonen action animes.
Titties!
They were. Most of the companies were hitting the male demographic. So you ADV and Pioneer and Funimation and them, if it wasn't shonen or shoujo with girls beating up things, your Sailor Moons, your Magic Earth and whatnot, it wasn't coming to the States. There were very few dramas or sports shows. There were like no sports shows coming to
I
the
hated
United
the
States.
sports shows.
I
Yeah,
like Free, but that's
Still
about
do.
it.
Yeah, but Free is after all that. After
Yeah,
the
Free
bubble
is current.
collapses thing. But when with streaming services, now they're bringing everything over. So yeah, it's a better diverse product. Like right now, one of my favorite shows from the last like 5 years, I don't think would ever come to the United States unless it was streaming, and that was Restaurant to Another World.
I love Restaurant to Another World.
Isn't that on Funimation right now?
Yes, it's on Funimation.
And it's fully dubbed.
And speaking
Yeah,
of
it's fully
sports
dubbed. I like
animes,
watching it. All 12
sports animes,
episodes.
Harley, Kaiju. Sports anime that
I
rocks.
hate sports anime.
No, you need to watch Kaiju. Do you even know what it is?
No, but I hate sports animes.
So this girl goes to train at an academy for Kaiju, which is a sport where women have to fight Street Fighter style on a floating thing, but they can use only their boobs.
Oh, is it
and
the
their
butts and
abs.
boobs?
Yes.
Is it the butts and boobs?
Yes. I own the whole series. I bought that thing. It's hilarious. It's a sports anime. So you cannot say sports animes cannot be fun.
Actually, I was gonna say was one of my favorite sports animes is Yatomo Pedal because it's just completely over the top. Yatomo Pedal.
Pocky thinks anime is in a good place. I think it's kind of stagnant. I think there's so much of it because when you see one swim anime, there's 3. When you see one harem anime, there's 15. When you see one I'm Living with Spirits anime, there's 18 of them. I think it's getting to the point where it's kind of crazy.
But
I think,
I was gonna
like, one of my weird...
Go ahead, sorry.
I was like, one of my weird things with anime now is the titles. Like, it's not just hey, here's a title. It's a, let me give you the entire damn fucking synopsis as the title. Like, when I keep scrolling past on Funimation on Demand that I refuse to watch is, Don't You Love Your Mom's 2-hit
Oh, God,
something.
That's so bad.
Attack and Kenichiro, would you still date a girl even if she's a pervert? And like,
you're right. I didn't even
titles,
think about that.
like,
when the title can't fit in the description as you're scrolling,
it's almost as weird as like, yeah, if I gotta like click into the anime to figure out the rest of the description, the rest of the title, there's a problem. But you know, to go back to there's a billion animes for everything. I guess it's just what your thing is. Like, I refused to watch Food War for a very long time. Not just because it wasn't dubbed, but just because I was like, I'm so sick of cooking animes. And I finally gave it a shot. I sat down and I actually binge watched the entire dubbed section. Yeah, I'm like, I literally refused to watch that anime just because of the weird, like,
that's why I
noise.
watched it. Was that stuff like that? Was just yes.
I was like, what the hell is this? I mean, but there's a lot of good new animes that I usually wouldn't have given a shot had I not been stuck in quarantine. Like, I'm very much of a, this is my genre of anime, this is what I like watching, which is like the ones with the spirits living in the house and stuff, and kitsunes and
Yokai Apartment Life. I like that one.
I love that one. I like Bed and Breakfast for Spirits. There's so many I like that.
What's the one watching now? Midnight Occult Society about the detective.
I love Midnight Occult Society. It's so good.
The one where the guy has to go into the virtual world of the serial killer to solve the crime.
Oh, sweetie, what's the one we call the My Hero Academia returning cast? The guy goes into other people's dreams.
That one's really good, but I have no idea where it's going.
E Invaded.
E Invaded.
Yeah.
ID Invaded.
ID Invaded. That's what it is.
So I got. Oh, continue.
It Invaded. I was gonna say was the reason that there are 19 animes is because we now don't have a corporate filter behind everything where a company has to worry about, can we move 5 VHSs or 5 DVDs on something?
Well, when we were charging $60 for 2 episodes, man, that was really hard.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many anime streaming services now. Like I got Crunchyroll this weekend, just because they did stop the dubbing. Well, so I have Funimation, but I had Funimation because they were doing the simuldubs, and I could watch my animes dubbed the minute it was released in Japan. And with the coronavirus now, all the voice actors are staying at home, so they aren't going into the studios to dub these animes. And I know it's caused a lot of people to become mad at the industry because they only watch it for dubs. I typically do dubs just because I have to read subtitles out to Jill. She's dyslexic. It takes her a longer time to read them, and she can't keep up. So we just watch dub in the house. But with me getting Crunchyroll that came with VRV, I not only have the option to watch the subs, but it has a large selections of dubbed animes as well. And so we're doing a lot of new trial and error animes. We give everything 3 episodes, but we like to do a roulette of, we're like, we finished this anime, pick a number and scroll.
So what do they have on VRV now? Because I had that when I had Funimation and Crunchyroll and stuff, and I was so happy it had Shudder, but then Funimation.
So it doesn't. Funimation and Shudder are gone. They have Nickelodeon, so we can watch most of the old Nick at Night stuff. So like, Are You Afraid of the Dark, and stuff like that. It doesn't have Invader Zim, sadly. It has Hey Arnold. It has all the old Nickelodeon.
Like they had that.
It has Boomerang. Yeah, they still have Boomerang. It's got. There's a lot of options. I got it for High Dive.
High Dive.
I got High Dive, which is all the dubbed animes, and then I got Crunchyroll because Crunchyroll had 2 animes I used to watch that I loved. One being Ungo, and the other being Another. And they also have Hellgirl too, and I haven't been able to find Hellgirl anywhere else.
I wonder I wonder if Verba's going to get that new streaming service that's all about classic anime. Did you guys see that one?
They might.
Like, I would be really. Or
they're just going to throw it in, or they're going to throw it in on their streaming list already.
So
I'm trying to remember what that place was called. Retro Crush.
So one of the things we have to remember about anime is in the United States, we treat anime as a genre. It is a thing that is a genre. And in Japan, anime is a media. It is a way of telling a story. So the reason that we have 19 of something is because something got popular. The reason we have a dozen hero movies show up every year is because superheroes are popular. So in Japan, if isekais become stupidly popular, congratulations, the next 3 seasons of your animes are going to have at least 5 isekais in them per studio. And they're like 5 studios.
Well, I have been watching an anime that
I'm intrigued to tell us about this. Yes.
I don't know what to feel about it because I love the setup. I've had some unnatural, weird conversations in my head about this anime because I can see where it's going, and I know it's based on a manga. I don't know how far the manga's gone, but I love the setup. Okay, you ready for this? I can't wait to see Pocky go, "You're an idiot." Okay, you ready?
Sure, you're an idiot anyway, but I'll go with it anyway.
Beastars on Netflix.
Oh, this is a great series.
It's Zootopia. It is literally fucking adult Zootopia.
I love it, but I'm
not a furry, but...
I'm not a furry.
I'm not a furry. I have refused to watch it.
It's actually really good, but the logistics of it...
I will say why I refuse to watch it. So I am waiting... I'm just kind of waiting for the hype to die down. One of the things. 2, it acknowledges Bambi exists. So it is literally in the same universe somewhere as Bambi, which means it's in the same universe somewhere as Zootopia. This is legit Zootopia.
This is why
it is adult Zootopia.
I like when I do things like this. Is what Japan made Zootopia, just like Blood Plus would have been had they made Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I love these weird things. Like I love this, but the logistics of where it's going with this rabbit and this wolf. That can't possibly happen. She's probably the size of his dick. I'm not even gonna lie, because there's a whole
it's kind of like Zootopia. People keep shipping Judy and Nick, And I'm like, I have never wanted a fox to like fuck a rabbit so damn bad.
I will not Google this show because I know what's going to come up.
It's bad. There are thirst videos on TikTok because of Beastars.
I cannot do it, but the show, it's actually really good. It's like a serious high school drama with a bunch of fucking wolves and like animals, and I'm disturbed that
Jill watch it.
In the first scene, an animal gets eaten by another student, and nobody talks about it very much for the rest of the season so far. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, Courtney had a response to my furry butt.
Literally no joke. My sister was telling me about that the other night, and that's the exact phrase she used, was I'm not a furry, but he's
I'm not a furry.
That is everybody's phrase. That is literally the phrase that is going around on TikTok. I'm not a furry, but
I'm not a furry, but
I'm not. I mean, it's beautiful to look at. It's greatly storyboarded. It's got great acting, voice acting. But I can't get over the fact that it's building up to this relationship with this little tiny rabbit and this giant wolf. She even tries to take his pants off in one scene. I'm like, oh no, they're not going to go down this road.
I will tell you right now, they do not fuck.
Well,
he turns it down.
I know that. I saw that far. But I also think it's really weird they're using the Twilight thing of her scent drives him crazy, like to go primal, but that's his love. Like, what the fuck?
So you realize that
he wants that bunny dick.
That in Japan they're using metaphor to describe culture interaction with other people. Some Japan has gotten a BBC fetish, and so
I'm okay with this anime.
BBC Black.
Oh.
We can say it's a.
Like, I turned down watching Beastars to do Cells at Work, which I don't regret at all because I want Red Blood Cell to fuck White Blood Cell. It's a thing.
I love White Blood Cell. He's just fucking crazy.
Yes. I want White Blood Cell and Red Blood Cell to get together really bad.
The only problem I had that series is I really wanted to actually go somewhere. It just kind of does it for the longest time.
So there is a sequel to it, sort of.
There is a sequel. They're actually coming out with season 2 pretty soon. It actually just started being animated.
That makes sense.
So we're getting another season of that.
But they've aged the body. Now it's somebody who's older.
Yeah.
Well, I can see that.
So a funny thing I noticed while watching Cells at Work is if you notice that Red Blood Cell has that cute little like weird dupe in her hair.
Yeah.
It's because she is a sickle cell, and that is why she gets lost and she's dumb as fuck. She is a mutation and gets lost in her own body because she's a mutation cell.
I love the Handmaid Battle Squad, whatever the hell they were called. I love them when they show up and just wreck everything. And
yes, I do like
the episode where T Cell had to evolve, and he got like the big muscles in the hair, like.
I was like, this is awkward.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like we've had a really good decade of anime. Even if it's something you're not into, we've had a good decade versus there were some seasons where it's like, well, thank God 2 years ago exists, otherwise I wouldn't be watching anything. Like,
yeah,
it's like, thank God I never have to watch Bleach again.
Yeah.
Oh, God bless.
No, they're going to be releasing a new season of that.
Oh, how many episodes is that now? Like 1,000 and something?
Oh, no, Bleach got canceled because the writer takes too long.
Well, that's what happened to...
I'm sick of Naruto.
Naruto's over.
Yeah, I got sick of Bleach and Naruto. I'm done with them.
I like the ones that are more
Naruto's over, but then you got Boruto.
What I wish we get more of, and I wish they would dub, was Thunderbolt Fantasy. I wish it's on Crunchyroll. Look it up.
Which one?
It's a marionette show. Pocky turned me on to this one. Thunderbolt Fantasy.
I love my old marionette show I used to like was Rosin Maiden.
Well, they have this one, and it's fucking
back
amazing.
in the 90s.
So no, Jill, Harley, put that. Sorry, I did. So Harley,
Gryffindor, Slytherin's in the other room.
So this is actually a anime, but it's actually all marionette. It's like Thunderbolts and whatnot.
Like magic casting. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah, it's basically like, remember the old Thunderbolts and like Captain Dynamo, like those the marionette puppets.
Super
like,
Marionation.
Yeah, except it's an anime.
My favorite part of that show, Harley, watch this, is they do a little marionette hand. They go,
"You are master power. Let me grab the sword."
They have an anime we came across, and oh god, it was like every like stereotypical of like old cop videos. And I'm like, this is so stereotypical. It's all American, like, horrible cop video.
So, really quick,
and I'm like, why?
What was your first anime? Because I know what mine was. It was Fist of the North Star. That was my entry point into the world of anime.
Mine was Vampire Princess Miyu.
Okay, I have to ask this question. I want a clarification because this might change your guys' answers. Is it an anime that you knew was an anime, or when you first time you were experienced to, and then someone explained to you this is from Japan?
Okay, so for me, Speed Racer, I didn't know.
I watched it in Japan.
Fist of the North Star is when someone told me it was anime.
So for me, it was Speed Racer, because we probably grew up when they were like, "The new adventures of Speed Racer, go Speed Racer." Go Speed Racer,
go Speed Racer, go!
It's like easily one of the most recognizable theme songs of all time. But also at the same time, like for me, it was Vampire Hunter D.
Oh, that was a good one too. She's Vampire Princess.
I went and saw it in the theaters though when it came out. I saw the original Ghost in the Shell in the theaters, the animated one at the Adobe.
Her Inuyasha, but she has a problem with all the other shows. Anyways, yeah. So you saw it in the theater.
That's a video game.
That's a video game, yes, ma'am. So I think it's kind of cool. I also saw Princess Mononoke when Neil Gaiman and them were in town promoting it.
That was a great movie.
So I watched a lot of Totoro back before Disney bought
Totoro.
Ghibli. So my problem is when Disney got a hold of Ghibli, they redubbed everything. And so it's the Disney version that everybody's releasing. You can only get the Disney dub. And I grew up with a different voice set. And so I can't watch it anymore because Dakota Fanning
I
killed
need to
the
look
voices.
at my set because Phil bought me the big Blu-ray set of Miyazaki films from Amazon.
It's gonna be Disney dubbed, unless you have a VHS copy.
I don't remember the first Totoro dub, so I have no problem with the new one.
So there's a fun.
I remember the voices.
Yeah. So basically, was it New Line Cinema or United? Who had the rights to Ghibli?
I think the original was New Line Cinema.
So New Line.
It was Warner Brother, wasn't it?
No, yeah. New Line had it.
But New Line's part of Warner
New Line.
Yeah.
Currently, it's was part of New Line.
So New Line or Warner Brothers did a dub that was so bad, Miyazaki himself flew to the United States and ripped up the contract.
He's like, "You are done," and left. I can just see that. He walks in, throws that some Japanese and runs.
They redubbed Nausicaa Valley of the Wind to call it Warriors of the Valley or Warriors of the Wind. And it was awful. They cut out 35 minutes of that movie and they rearranged things in a way that made the Empire, who was supposed to be part of the bad guys, the good guys.
Yeah,
I think I remember that story.
So basically Miyazaki is like, we are never releasing our product to the United States again. They have no respect for our material. Neil Gaiman had to fly to Japan, and part of the stipulation was Miyazaki himself had to control every line of dialogue. And it was in the dub.
Well, good for him.
Yeah.
It's like I absolutely just hate the new voices because I grew up with a different set. Like my problem is when they redub shit. Like Sailor Moon. Why the fuck you redubbing my Sailor Moon? I cannot stand the new girl that plays Serena.
I'm glad they got rid of the New Yorker. Oh no!
I just don't like the new voices. I tried to watch Crystal and I couldn't do it. When we went and saw Sailor Moon R at Alamo Draft House with the new voice actors in it, Jill and I almost got up and left because it was so bad. Like, I don't know why they would redub Sailor Moon that bad.
Because some of the voice actors aren't doing acting anymore. Some of them are like, nope, done.
You didn't need to redub it. It was already dubbed.
But there were scenes that were completely changed.
Yeah, there were. Is that because they didn't finish animating some of the newer scenes? They just like the broadcast release was ugly to look at. Then they had to fix it up for the home video release.
So Crystal was that whole like, hey, what if we did Sailor Moon and like didn't make it 80s animation, early 90s animation?
Yeah, what if we made it look like fucking Buddy?
Once they fixed it, I liked it. But it doesn't beat the original one. I love the original one.
Yeah, it'd be like if they went back and like try to redub like Jesus Excel Saga.
You could not do that without Jessica. There's no one on this face of the planet. There's no one.
Jessica would do it. Actually, no, the real one would be if you tried to redub Dirty Pair and not have Jessica involved.
Don't you dare!
No. They have not remade Dirty Pair yet.
What was I thinking? There's something that I was thinking.
They're redubbing a lot of the old animes, and they need to back the hell off my anime.
I was excited because
why don't you go dub new shit and leave my shit alone?
I found Blue Seed on Amazon Prime for free. I'm so excited. That was one of my favorites.
We own it. Like, I think it's funny. We have 2 whole bookshelves. Since a lot of people don't know my house, in my living room, we have a lot of the old DVDs. And so we have complete box sets because Jill and I worked at cons for so fucking long. And that's just kind of what they give you when you win stuff. They just give you box sets of anime. And so I have a lot of the older animes on DVD.
It's probably because no one goes to cons by anime. You went to Suncoast to do that, you know?
We went to Suncoast.
I would not have gone to cons.
I would go to cons. I would wait to go to anime conventions by anime because you generally get it a little bit cheaper.
So
I always got it cheaper. Like
the only anime convention I ever went to that I really enjoyed only happened once, and it was in San Antonio. It was called Antarctic Con because Antarctic Press put it on. We had so much fun there, and it never happened again.
Yeah. A lot of the problems with smaller cons is they're not run very well. The people that put them on don't realize how much work actually goes into them, how much money goes into these things. And you always think that, it's going to be, your con's going to be the next big thing, but you don't go in to realize what you pay for the hotel. What happens if those hotel rooms aren't booked? And people don't look at small anime conventions and go, oh, I'm going to book this hotel and stay here. It's usually local people. They don't usually travel unless it's a big con.
Well, this was the convention with my infamous story of how my friend and I schooled this big time Japanese gamer. Because this was so long ago. He had brought games that weren't released in America, but my friend Eric had to import Saturn, so we already had these games. So he pulls out Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo. Okay, y'all, we're gonna do this. Someone screaming for you. No. So anyway, he's like, okay, who wants to come try this? I'll take it easier. So I sit down as Felicia, school him in 3 rounds, like done. So he's like, okay, how many do we do a whole nother round, and I beat him again. He starts to get real mad. 3rd time I beat him, he got mad throughout the game, said we're trying something else. He pulled out some random fighting game, and my friend Eric is like the fighting game king. He had the game. Schooled the guy in 1 round. He shut down his panel and left. Like, I freaking love that part. She's looking for something. While she's looking for this, did y'all see the fucked up shit IGN's been releasing this week?
Yes.
Hold on. Hello, Jessica Griego. Thank you for watching.
Pocky, have you seen the fucked up shit IGN's been releasing this week?
No.
Okay.
I try to ignore IGN sometimes.
Well, so do I. But it's kind of funny.
Monster
but okay, so this is how it started.
Welcome. Apparently, this is.
I'm just gonna let you watch this
trailer.
This
just
guy,
dropped
he's
out of nowhere. Shouldn't be too surprised because, of course, I mean, it drops in autumn, doesn't it? Fall.
I watched this trailer when they released it,
Yeah,
and I was
let's
like,
check it
"This
out.
can't be real. This
Got a lot of
looks like a lot of
dislikes.
reused footage."
Not really understanding why.
Probably
I
is.
was tagged in it with a
Just wait.
strange thing, saying I can't wait for people to react to this. So let's check it out, I guess.
I want to see this guy's reaction because I love the Mandalorian. It's fucking amazing.
You have something I want. You may think you have some idea of what you are in possession of, but you do not.
Okay.
Oh, this guy's trying to play it all cool up in the upper corner like for real.
That's a fact.
We need to talk. Things have gotten out of hand, and I can't clean up the mess for you. It's time for you to take control of your own destiny. You can't stay with me anymore. And I don't know how many times I've told you not to smoke in the Razor Crest.
What the fuck?
Are you paying attention?
This is bullshit.
Don't even think about it.
My real father's are not.
You're
Fucking
lucky
IGN.
I'm out of carbonite.
So they've been making these
be a
bootleg ass videos for clickbait, and like you don't know it when you go through it. It's like Mandalorian season 2 trailer. Okay, they've been doing this shit all week. They've been releasing parody videos as actual news stories to get people to click over. Like,
Yeah.
They're that desperate.
So IGN, the problem with IGN was they stopped caring about doing video game stuff when
yes,
because it's like, hey, let's talk about what happened 45 minutes ago on Game of Thrones. We're not going to warn you. There's a bunch of spoilers. We're going to use a spoiler as our image, by the way.
I just don't understand. Like they really, you're right, Carly. They must be desperate now because they've released like 3 of those type of videos to get people to click over, and there's no warning that it's fake. It's just like ha ha ha. It's not even like I had to go look. Is it April 1st on these videos? No, it's not.
They're just so with our. I hate to say it because we're entertainment industry. We are no longer like super relevant because everybody is at home. They don't.
There's no movies coming out.
They can just watch their own shit.
Yeah.
Like it's people streaming stuff that's already been out forever. They're people at home playing video games. I mean, people are already streaming Final Fantasy, and it's like it's not even the whole game.
The people who are streaming Final Fantasy after beating Final Fantasy and doing it like on extreme mode or hard mode, or like there is streamers who are like, okay, I got this class. I've been watching some of the Diablo 3 streamers, and like there are some
I
like
love Diablo 3.
There's some Diablo 3 streamers who are like trying to, before the end of quarantine, get every character at max with all the best gear.
Yeah,
and
it's just like, I know you're bored, but Jesus.
I think it's not even that they're bored. It's there's no feed right now. There's nothing feeding anything else. So the reason there's a whole ton of Final Fantasy VII streamers is because either you're streaming Final Fantasy VII, or you're streaming
Doom,
or you're streaming Persona, or you're streaming Animal Crossing.
Good luck. You can't really stream Animal Crossing easy.
It's like, why would you stream Animal Crossing?
I have no idea.
It is. It's hold on. So I'm playing at Mixer right now. Let's go to the games because I have the games. So it's Call of Duty.
There's
Fortnite.
only like so much like Animal Crossing I can handle in
Robin
one day.
said Diablo 3. She's named her character after her favorite female wrestlers, which you missed
That's
it
awesome.
earlier, Robin, when I was defending cats. So you have to watch the
So
video.
if I do Diablo 3, with games like that, I used to go very aesthetic. So if the character wasn't aesthetically pleasing, I wouldn't play it. And then I watched Jill play Witch Doctor one time, and I have never touched my demon hunter since.
Well, while thinking of Star Wars and talk about there's no feed coming out today, they announced that they're working on a Disney Plus series that's all female Star Wars, and I'm not quite sure what to think about it yet. Like, it's being made by the people who did Russian Doll, and that show's just basically Groundhog Day, but along a whole series. I'm excited for it, but I wonder if it's going to get a lot of backlash.
Yes, it will get a lot of backlash.
Females?
No, nobody cares.
Yeah, a very female-centric Star Wars. I'm all for. But I don't want them to do Jedi and Sith. I want them to do like they did with Rogue One and just kind of have those in the background that just kind of do something fun.
It's going to be an entire show of like the weird tentacle ladies on poles.
The Twi'leks. It's like the Star Wars stripper show. Yeah, that would be fun to watch.
Star Wars stripper show on Disney Plus.
Watch it's like dance.
It's like burlesque and Star Wars mixed together. That would just be.
I would highly be entertained.
I'd be entertained.
I went to a show like that once.
I would not search the internet just like I would not search B-Stars ever. I did.
I totally went to a burlesque show like that once.
My brother and I did make the mistake of looking up hut porn one time, and we were not disappointed.
By being disgusted. I think honestly, you're going to get backlash because you introduced females into your fandom.
But the fandom is for everybody. I don't understand that mentality of.
What I don't understand is if you read the books, most of the fucking Mandalorians are women.
Yeah,
almost all the Mandalorians are women. Only Bubba.
Fandom is meant to be for everybody. So these
Boba and Jango stole the fucking armor. They weren't even actually on the same planet. They stole the armor.
Yeah, and Boba Fett wasn't even that good.
I hope they.
Oh, don't tell Jill that. Even though he had a whole four lines, and she's very proud of that 4 lines that Boba Fett has.
Hey, one of them is
He falls into the Sarlacc pit.
He's no good to me dead. Put Solo on the cargo hold. God, what is the other one? I have to go get the stupid toy. Where's the stupid talking Boba Fett?
She has the whole wall of Boba Fett in the craft room, and it's awesome. But I don't think she has the white prototype I have on the Funko Pop.
Oh no, I have the white prototype on the wall.
I
totally have the white prototype. I totally have the white prototype.
See, I agree with Robin. I wouldn't mind if it was Padme and her handmaidens if they didn't make Padme like not
the samurai.
Lucas's female crush.
So my thing is, if they're gonna do Padme and her handmaidens, I kind of secretly want it to be like the chick warrior, the really tall chick warriors from Avatar.
I would like to see a good action movie and not have them downplay it and be stupid. If it's like, that's why I really liked the Harley Quinn movie, because when they actually started getting together to do the Birds of Prey stuff, that shit was awesome.
It was also made by a female with the idea of loving the character. So it was made with representation.
Which one?
I was like, I figured out what the other line is. Put Captain Solo on the cargo hold. He's no good to me dead. As you wish. And
So I have hopes, because the Mandalorian they did an amazing job with. I said
put Captain Solo on the cargo hold. You're no good to be dead. As you wish.
Jill. Jill's back there. So I hope they do a good job with this. I really do, and I hope we just allow it to happen.
Well, I mean,
just let the Star Wars happen.
Well, we're done with the Skywalker saga. Let's move on. Like, I
want the actual ending to. I want the actual ending they originally filmed for Rise of Skywalker. I don't want the edited stuff they went back and refilmed.
We're never going to see it.
I want to watch Adam Driver and fucking Rey make out some more.
So, speaking of what should have been, I recorded a sample podcast called Dreamcast where I make plots to movies, and I sent Pocky my pilot, which was my version of episode 7. What did you think?
I didn't listen to it.
Oh my god, I only listened to you. The other guy I listened to fucking loved you. He goes, I wish they would have done this.
No. Okay. I got called into work close. I haven't had my computer for 3 days.
I should send it to Harley to listen to.
I will listen to it tonight.
I'll make Jill listen to it. So my thing is, here's how I wanted Rise of the Skywalker to end. I wanted Rey and Kylo Ren to make awkward Jedi babies or little.
No one wanted that. No one wanted that.
Awkward little Sith. Everybody wanted it.
Nobody wanted it. That kiss was so out of place. And Robin's online
because of how they filmed it. If you notice how Adam Driver's falling back, he's not falling backwards. He was rising up. If you look at his hair, at the camera angle, they went through because Adam Driver got in a fight with the director. They went through and refilmed the ending of that movie.
So
I did not want them to make out that was
Adam Driver was supposed to survive.
I think the whole thing.
Adam Driver was supposed to survive.
Robin's on my side,
but I wanted
trash.
I wanted Finn and what's his butt to get together and make the best gay couple in Star Wars.
That should have happened.
Hey,
and then I wanted Rey and Kylo Ren to have awkward babies.
Look, the fact that both actors, both John Boyega and I forgot the other gentleman's name, said Oscar Isaac both said, "Oh no, they're a couple." Like they both said,
they're totally a couple.
Yeah, they're totally a couple.
They should have just kissed. We already had one gay kiss. Give me the other one.
I think they also were afraid of fan backlash. I think Disney, for some reason,
the whole sequel trilogy was afraid of backlash.
This was the only Star Wars I liked.
I liked this new trilogy, and I liked the original trilogy. I
like Episode 3 through Return of the Jedi, and I enjoyed the last movie just because it was so batshit crazy. I own them all because I love Star Wars.
Jill made me watch all of Star Wars when I was pregnant with Dorian. I'd never seen him before.
That's why he's so awesome.
Yeah, I'd never watched Star Wars before, and Jill said before Dorian was born, I had to watch Star Wars. And I was like, yeah, there's no fucking way in hell you're making me watch Star Wars. And then I got stuck on the couch because we had bad weather, and she was like, guess what? We're watching fucking Star Wars, bitch.
Did she have a VHS copy of it? Please tell me she had a VHS copy of it.
I don't think we have a VHS copy anymore. We probably do. Actually, it's on the shelf.
Okay,
in the collection.
I want Disney to eventually release the original 77 cut. 76?
Which is fine. Where Solo got the only shot off?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't mind the special editions except for...
What the fuck is the McGinty thing? Why do they keep re-releasing the Cantina scene?
I hate that they do that. I hate the Jabba's Palace scene with the new band. I fucking hate that new band. That is the worst thing
I haven't watched it since.
He ever did was create that new band. And Star Wars, when they reintroduced Jabba's as the Millennium Falcon and Han Solo steps on him, you should have just filmed that differently. Just cut out something completely. Like that was just like that's the only problems I have with the new editions.
That was okay. So that was part of the 98, 97 cut.
Yeah, because they didn't know what Jabba was going to look like. So they just had a big fat guy standing there, and Han Solo walks around him. And it's like, so they literally digitally made him walk on Jabba's tail, and Jabba goes, like.
Well, no, that was part of the 97 cut that they that was test footage.
Yeah.
Also, so no, they knew what Jabba was supposed to look kind of like. They just
when they filmed that, they didn't though. That's why it happened that way.
Yeah, I think it's that if Disney ever wanted to make $1 billion in like 3 minutes,
they would release the original cut.
Yeah, release the original cut of all 3 movies. Don't put what's his name as Anakin Skywalker. Give the actor who played because that scene when
Christian Anderson.
No,
yeah, because they replaced the Force Ghost with Christian Anderson, and when he took the mask off, it was Christian Anderson.
And the only time the actor who actually physically played Darth Vader.
But see, that's so minor to the overall story.
James Earl Jones.
No, not James Earl Jones. James Earl Jones is the voice.
Just the voice.
The actor who physically played Darth Vader, the only time he's visible on camera without all the stuff on is those 2 scenes. And they erased that actor.
They had to retcon it because they cast old Boyd. He died as a guy. I mean, he died as a young kid, so
no, he died as an old
why.
man.
They said that the Force Ghost died at your height of being a Jedi. That's why he was like that. That's why they all look the way that they do.
But in that case, then that's BS, because in that case,
they make it up as they go,
Kenobi was supposed to be.
What makes me super mad is Ewan McGregor.
No, that was perfect.
How the hell you gonna age that quickly like that?
It happens. Called the
desert.
It's called the desert. I mean, you've seen Phil. He's worked for the stressful of CPS, and he's great. So
I was gonna make the joke was, if you think that's bad, look at Fantastic Beasts and the young Jude Law. Was it Jude Law?
Yeah.
Jude Law needs work. Jude Law Dumbledore, and then like the 20-year gap between Jude Law Dumbledore and Harry Potter Dumbledore.
Yeah, come on, y'all.
And it's like wow, you aged badly.
He must have went and hung out with Ewan McGregor.
So the last thing I wanted to share with you guys today, I got this so excited just for you, Harley. I hope you have not seen it. But here we go.
Better not seen
it. New Chicken Song?
It's the Beetlejuice documentary trailer.
I love Chicken Song.
Wait, do we have Beetlejuice documentary?
Yes.
Are they going to talk about how they never going to make that?
Yes, they are.
Happen?
I have seen it.
I am just super excited that.
I mean, they're even re-talking about the sequel again. Yes, I have seen this though.
Yeah, I'm so excited that they're actually going to finally do it. I bought Beetlejuice socks at Walmart the other day. I was going to send you a picture of them, but I didn't want you to break into my house.
I have the same set.
Do you really? Yes. I was like, I didn't want to show her because she was going to, break into my house and steal them. But
I think.
Oh no, I'm actually wearing mine.
Unpopular.
I'm wearing the purple ones. I have the purple ones with the Beatles all over them.
Can we just talk about how awesome Michael Keaton is as an actor and how he's totally underappreciated in Hollywood?
Very much so. But now my unpopular
Can we talk about the Beetlejuice musical and how fucking amazing it is?
It is.
In a second. Beetlejuice is not that good of a movie. I watched it tonight when I was tired. I was like, what was I like? I love the designs of it, but that story makes zero sense. Like, you can tell the studio definitely stepped in at some point in time.
No, they didn't.
They fucked it all up.
The studio didn't step in.
Someone had to have, because
they messed that script up.
Tim Burton screwed that movie up.
I don't think it was him. I think it was some upper production, because I can see what that movie was supposed to be. And I started looking up stories about it. I was like,
Beetlejuice was supposed to be much, much fucking darker.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a lot darker, and there's a reason why they don't spell his name the way it is in the title. Like, it was supposed to be this whole other thing. Like, I still like it, but I don't.
Yeah, no, there's an entire backstory that went with this, and they never got to get to it. They were going to go into it more in the second one. Like, what people don't realize is that Beetlejuice used to be, God, why can't I think of the lady with the neck? June's
assistant, which she says in the movie.
Assistant.
Yeah, she says he used to be my assistant.
She does say it in the movie, but they never go back and hint on it. So I actually have a copy of the original script, and it goes into so much fucking detail.
I want to come read it
I really wish they would have. I really wish they would have kept a lot of it. Like, they couldn't go into a lot of it in the animated series, which is why the animated series is so lighthearted. Like, I love the animated series, which is why I think Beetlejuice the musical.
Nothing to do with the movie.
I think the musical is a good gap between what happens to the movie between the animated series.
I think I would like to have seen a little bit of more of that universe written out. I think Tim Burton, the problem was this was right after Batman, and there was he's Tim Burton. I don't think the studio interfered as much. It was probably studio writers. The studio didn't.
It was the studio writers. The studio writers went through and fucked the entire thing.
Which
I think
that's
also,
just sad.
Like, if Tim Burton would have made this as a book, I really wish Tim Burton would go back and do Beetlejuice as a book, because there is such a wide universe that you could probably get 3 or 4, maybe 5 books out of this. Just with backstory.
I want early 90s Tim Burton to write the books. I don't want now Tim
He
Burton
has
to write
changed.
books
True.
because now Tim Burton would make it dumber somehow.
He'd make it a romance.
He would make it a romance, and he'd put his wife in it.
It's kind of sad that
No,
he's gone
Helena
that
Bonham
way.
Carter and him broke up.
Yeah, they broke up a long time ago.
Yeah, but I'm saying like,
Yeah,
he
years ago.
still puts her in everything.
Can I just say, I don't know why
No,
he left
she-
Lisa Marie for her, because Lisa Marie was so much hotter than Helena Bonham Carter ever could possibly imagine being.
I don't know. I got a thing for Helena Bonham Carter. I'd fuck the shit
Hell
out of that
no,
woman.
Lisa Marie was much hotter.
I have a question.
I would
Is
fuck
Helen
the
Bonham
shit
Carter
out of
being
Helena Bonham
sued?
She looks like one.
No. What? No, is she being sued? I thought she was being.
Oh, I thought you said, is she a dude?
No. Is she being? I thought the whole Johnny Depp thing she was getting in trouble for because she couldn't.
No, that's Johnny Depp's wife, which is
The chick who's Meridia and Aquaman.
the fucking psycho bitch. Yeah.
Apparently, yeah. She apparently also had trouble with Jason Momoa and.
She is a horrible woman. Like, she cut like the tip of Johnny Depp's finger off and tried to serve it to him for dinner, and like,
why would you stay with someone like that?
Because he's a pacifist. He's such a nice man.
Yeah.
Walk away. Have some goddamn self-respect, man. If someone's serving you your finger, pack your bags and get the fuck out.
He also, So she's being, I think, been tried actually for lying as much as she did, and also
she is lying. She's getting in trouble for lying. She said horrible things about Jason Momoa, like if he didn't pay attention to her, he would rip the pages out of her books and stuff.
Yeah,
and I mean, he's not that kind of person. He likes attention.
Someone agrees with everything Kevin says.
That is a friend of mine. Hey, he's back! Yay!
That kind of attention.
Yeah, it's if you know someone's not healthy for you, there's no reason. Even if you're a celebrity, man, get the fuck out of Dodge.
But it's not.
Well, it's kind of like most people that are. It's kind of like most abusive situations. You are so programmed just because you're. I guess it's how women think. You're so programmed, you cannot escape that situation.
It's how the victim is thought, because it even meant.
Yeah.
Like you look at Phil Hartman, the famous intro of Phil Hartman, like Saturday Night Live. There's one of the many intros he did. One of them has a woman with her back to the camera, and it's and Phil Hartman. He sits at the table. It is this number. The woman that's in front of him with her back is his wife. That's his murderer. She murdered him, and that's the murderer.
Man, that's some craziness.
I mean, that happened to Phil Hartman. That happened to a lot of, and some of them are some of the big Hollywood action guys that happened to. It's your victim.
I wonder how you get that mentality, especially in a world where you can see what should be and what shouldn't be. Like, do you just want to say that? Like, I hate the. Well, I love him. Excuse.
So is somebody. So somebody that lived in that kind of situation, you don't see it.
You don't see it? Your friends don't tell you?
No, your friends do.
No, my friends could tell me. My friends could tell me one way down the other, and you don't do anything. You don't.
You make excuses.
You were so. Yeah, I made excuses after excuses after excuses. You're so programmed into your situation that you were just brainwashed into thinking nobody's going to love you after this. You might as well stay. You have nowhere to go. Nobody loves you. Nobody likes you. Your friends are lying to you.
That's so sad.
I mean, that is the situation you live in.
I mean,
well,
yeah. I mean, yeah. Hey, video games.
So
anime.
We're out of topics for today. This has been a whole lot of fun. This is exactly what I wanted fan service to be, was just having conversations and just see where they go. And I thought I would have surprised you with the Beetlejuice trailer. I honestly, God, was like, I'm not talking about it.
Harley knows everything Beetlejuice. Sorry.
I know. I should have fucking known, because I was in the store and I saw one pack of Beetlejuice socks. I was like, I'm going to buy it, but I'm not telling her. So yeah,
it'd be like Space Channel 5 had a documentary and we found it. We know your ass knows that thing exists.
I would have been the one making that. No one's gonna do a Space Channel 5
Speaking of
documentary.
Space Channel 5, Space Channel 5 is making a VR game.
Oh, we know.
You have it?
And it's gonna be dumb as fuck.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought you said you were downloading it one day. I was like, I'm coming to your house. Because
I have it pre-ordered. I do not have a VR system though.
Because I have to come down and look at your 3D printer. And I want
Yeah,
to play that.
I gotta
live with you now. That's what he's
I
saying.
have some
I
fabric.
have to buy the VR first.
I have some more
So
fabric.
once
to
I
bring
buy a
down.
VR, we can do Space Channel 5.
And we were going to start planning our first episodes of the crafting show.
Yes.
And then we also have to get ready to do some role playing.
Yeah, because I really want to see how this alien role playing goes, and Pocky has his stuff to go. I did go ahead and book the studio for Tuesdays for another season if anybody wants to use it, but I don't think we're going to. But I'm going to let the crew know because I
think
doing
my
things
show
involved.
is the only show that really has to be in the
And
studio.
Austin, we see you.
Also, we see you, and
Yeah,
Brad's going to try to get Red Web going from his house, but I did it because I figured he'd want to do the studio. And Rob is
Mike
still
and
kind
I
of
would have to. Yeah, Mike and I have to do that in the studio. I don't want to clean my house up.
So I do have
After.
it. We can do Tuesday nights, but it'll probably mostly be Red Web, and every now and then we'll just throw things in.
I wouldn't mind filming some of the games because then we could have.
We only need to. Makers Arena really needs like once a month because it is so hard to find poor unsuspecting victims.
That's what Mary Sue's going to be like. And so I'm going to send out a message to you guys this week. So we will have more Tuesday night shows, but from now on, you'll be able to watch Fanservice on Wednesdays, Super Game Bros on Thursdays, and Red Web Monday or Tuesdays. So we're working
next week. And starting next week,
Jill and I will be
streaming
Monday.
more. I'll be streaming more. So as an example, about 9 o'clock, I'll be streaming again. So guys watching me on my streaming services.
Yeah, I got to get our calendar up so we can schedule all these. And I sent you all the instructions for how to use Restream and stuff, right, Harley?
Yeah. Jill and I will be Monday.
Okay.
It's fine. We played with it already. We know how to use it.
All right, so we have Harley and Jill show Monday, Fan Service Wednesdays, Super Game Bros Thursdays. We're just really building up our fun live weekly shows. Like I fucking love doing it, but it's so much easier at home,
And then Tuesdays I'll stream, and I might be hosting some more role playing stuff. How to do that?
Yeah.
And then Gavin, if you'll share this link for me,
just put it in the chat.
I can't put it in the live chat. It won't let me live chat.
Oh, I have our Restream chat up. So here we go.
And that's going to be me about in an hour. I need to eat some dinner.
So yeah, and I got to go get ready to do my anniversary stuff
dinner.
because it's our anniversary today. So we're doing some painting things tonight. So that's it. I hope you guys have enjoyed
Jill's
our dry run.
on Friday.
Oh, so we have the same week. We should do a double thing next year.
We should.
We should force Phil to go watch a play.
Yes, like we were gonna watch Aladdin that they canceled.
Aladdin. Okay.
I know, it was so fucking bad.
Oh, I remember.
You had
the
to
movie.
pick that day.
What movie?
I remember the movie.
Which
that you had to go to Jill's house and watch.
Oh, what was it?
It was The Lion King.
Oh, the live action Lion King, because that is not playing in my house. You wanted to see it at your house, Harley. Don't even make that face.
I really don't want to watch it.
Lion King was at your house, so that's what it is.
Really don't want to watch Lion King.
For that. Thank him for remembering that, because you could have been like, hey, we're going to watch Two Good Gore Police. But no, he ruined your fun.
So
God damn it, Pocky. Now I have to watch a stupid Lion King
movie. The only
movie.
reason I remember it was because Robin said you could then follow it up by Cats.
And I had
a Cats and a Cats Lion King. And I'm
Giant
like, great.
cat buttholes.
Yes.
I was like, I'm just mad it doesn't have the luau scene. I refuse to watch Lion King without the luau scene.
Dude, we're going to have to watch it because that will not play in my house. I will burn this house down if that movie ever plays in this house.
I thought you were going to burn your house down. Okay.
Only if this movie plays, because I cannot stand the live action Lion King.
Oh, God.
All right, so that's it for today's episode. We'll be back with you guys at 7 o'clock next week. More fun. We love you guys interacting with us. So wherever you're watching, chat,
Bye,
we see it all.
guys.
We have lots of fun. So thanks for watching. We'll be back next week.